Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Pass+Move Podcast. It's been a while since we've done one of these, but obviously with lockdown and everything, we thought we'd just have a little chat with you guys. I've got Josh, Dunk, and Tony here with me today. We're just going to provide an update on a few things, let you know what's sort of going to be going on the socials at the time being. We're recording this just as the first Masked Singer has come out.
Yeah, baby.
Which in 5 minutes of it coming out has had a pretty good response already so far. So we'll get on to all of that in a bit. We put a post up last night, which would have been Friday evening, regarding Mike Davey. Tony, I don't know if you'd like to say a few words about Mike.
Mike was, I think I put it on our Facebook feed. For me, Mike epitomised everything that's good about grassroots sport. When we first started playing out at Catsfield, Mike was really helpful, really supportive. I mean, Brad, Josh, you were at holiday coaching, and Dunk, you'd have seen him at weekends. Yeah. Always great for a conversation. Always great to chat and tell you about how football used to be better when he was younger. But an all-round top fella, involved with cricket, stall ball, football. Didn't matter if it was Catsfield Football Club that he was involved with, or Pass+Move, or any other club, or Westfield when we played there for a season when we were at Westfield. He was really supportive. I can't say enough about how great a bloke he was. He was, he'll be sorely missed by everyone. And obviously condolences to his wife Anne and the rest of the family and everyone who knew him. Real top fella.
Nicely put, Tone. I think for me, he did so much for us as a club and for grassroots football. But a big thing, I think Tony kind of hit on it with Mike. There's certain people when we're going out, be it in the rain, be it in a boiling sunshine, you just look forward to seeing. And he was one of those guys you just see up at Catsfield. He was just a lovely chap, and it's just so sad.
It's a shame Tom's not on this one, because Tom and I got to know Mike quite well through pitch marking and when we were first putting pitches in. And we're there trying to get the line straight. We're there trying to get the right dimensions, get it square. And Mike got involved. And let's say the line may not have been that straight. Anyone who's played at Catsfield from the men's team or been over there on the 11-a-side pitch where he's burnt the lines in for his old-fashioned technique will know he's not the straightest marker. But come rain, shine, snow, whatever the weather, he was there checking pitches, getting the cricket square ready for the summer, marking pitches out. He'd mark our pitches out.
He could do anything. You needed helping out with anything.
Yeah. He'd turn up when we were doing holiday clubs. He'd turn up, have a cup of tea, sat outside the pavilion while we watched the kids play football. He loved it. He was just an all-round lovely fella.
I was generally gutted when I saw the message. I think we all were. It was just, it's just incredibly sad. And I think it's when something like this happens, you realise how much certain people have given you and how much you're going to miss them. You don't realise until something like this happens. It's sad sometimes that it takes something like this to make you realise.
I think you see
impact.
We all see, like, the FA do the grassroots awards, and you see the people that win it. Mike was that guy. Mike was just that person would do anything. He'd do anything to see a game of sport on, and that could be for kids, for adults. It didn't matter. He was just a lovely fella, and I can't really say enough. Yeah, very funny bloke.
I nearly said he's as funny as, I stopped myself from swearing him, but he was just a lovely bloke.
I remember a couple of years ago, I played one game for Catsfield when Brad, you were playing. When you, I think that was away and you were short. Me and Baldwin played.
Luke played, yeah.
When I made his debut.
Yeah, and Mike was there watching it. I can't remember the exact words afterwards, but I think it was along the lines of, would have been better off getting a couple of your young'uns playing rather than you two. Top bloke.
Yeah, it was just Mr. Catsfield, wasn't he? I saw someone put that, and on that Catsfield Village post that they put up, it just everything. If anything at all was going on at Catsfield, Mike was there, and he secured the funding as well for the pavilion that's there and all that as well. So
I know he's heavily involved in everything, wasn't he?
It just shows you, doesn't it?
I think at the end of all this, when it's all done and dusted, I think the biggest thing you can hope for is that when you look back over your life, that you've left a mark. And 100%, Mike, up there looking down on us with a beer in his hand, probably laughing his head off at the crap we're coming out with. He has most definitely left a huge mark on Catfield, on Pass+Move Football Club, on us lot. Massively created a little legacy. It's just a lovely bloke and he'll be sorely missed.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, so Dunk, I don't know if you'd like to kick us off on the socials, what's going on there. Obviously, the Masked Singer we just spoke about a little bit has come out, but if you could give us a little update on what people can expect.
I don't think we can just breathe over the brilliance that is the Masked Singer. I think it needs to be.
Can I just chuck in that we've had a couple of your name's been chucked in, Dunk, for the horse.
The horse. Yeah. I tell you what, I've been lucky enough if I can see
Kimberly Kemper and Josie are saying it's you.
Me?
Yeah, Baldwin. Yeah. Mr. Baldwin has come out with it's John Joe.
Oh, okay, good.
Chrissy Scott's eldest lad Zach thinks it's me. If only, mate. Right. I can't hold a cup of water, let alone hold a tune. His youngest thinks it's Josh. There's a lot for you, Josh.
There's a lot for Josh, is there?
Kelly
Josh wishes he could sing like that. Well, all I can say is, and I'll tell you how the format's going to work in a second, although people will know by the time this goes up, is that in 7 minutes there'll be a little extra clue going up to help people out, and we'll leave it, and the next singer will be going up at 5 o'clock.
And Ludlow's chucked Luke Baldwin in the mix.
Well, Baldwin was going to do Ooby Doo from the Jungle Book, but he decided against it.
He had a Mick Hucknall classic in his locker, I'm sure of
that. But he's at the moment we're not sure whether Luke has taken part.
Luke's playing hard to get.
Basically, the deal is there will be 4 singers going up this Saturday, today, and then again next Saturday. We will, on the hour, they'll go up, and on the half hour, there'll be a little clue. Everyone will put in their guesses. And then at 8 o'clock, a poll will go up for you to vote for your favourites. The top 2 will go through to the final. The bottom 2, at some point during the week, will close the poll, probably end of play Tuesday. Then the bottom 2 will be unmasked. So you can see.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Those that go into the final, are you just rerunning the video, or can they perform a second tune?
They will be performing a second song. A second song they will be performing.
Josh, I'm with you. Being live would be amazing, but we're struggling to get a platform for a club quiz off the ground, let alone a live speed of this.
And what we'll do is, as well, anyone who makes a correct guess across the 2 semi-finals and the final, if you correctly guess someone, your name will go into the hat, and we'll do a prize draw right at the end, and we'll draw it on finals day for a little bit of a prize for anyone who correctly guesses one of the contestants' names. So a little extra fun there. Okay, but it's a bit of fun. I think one of the things I love about Pass+Move is I think we all have the ability, well, except from Tom, to be able to laugh at ourselves. Tom's
we laugh at him.
We laugh at him, but not so much him at himself.
That's fine. That doesn't matter.
And this is definitely a little bit of that. I've got to be honest. A couple of them I've been pleasantly surprised by. A couple of them I've literally, I've been buckled up laughing. I'll let you say. And I also know what's coming next week as well. A couple of them are a bit special.
Wait,
and I've still got a couple to come in as well.
Have we got hidden talent in amongst the coaching ranks done on a
no?
Okay, right.
I feel like when we
that in the bud, isn't it?
when we come out of this and we have our awards evening again, we should do like an X Factor style thing.
Yes.
And the guys that were pretty decent, we can actually have a sing off. I feel like it's got to be done.
No,
I actually
think the ones that aren't great should be doing it as well. That's just even better.
Did you see Paul Merson's interview during the transfer window about Arsenal? It was comic gold. Just talking about when you asked me about hidden talent. He's talking about Maitland-Niles. Yeah, he should go to West Brom and such should go there. Blah, blah, blah. And then they talk about Mustafi and how Mustafi looks like he's going to Schalke. What do you think? And without hesitating, Merson looks blank face and goes, he'll keep their run going. Because they haven't won a game all season, have they? And they've got the worst defensive record all season in the Bundesliga. Absolute golden it was.
Are we going through today's results? Latest scores?
I'd rather not.
All I'm saying is bet responsibly, but I'm having an absolute cracker of a day. That's all I'm saying.
Crikey. What's coming? What else we got coming on social then? This Wednesday.
Well, you tell me.
We're waiting for final confirmation, but we're hoping this Wednesday will be John Gardner's first fitness session for all ages on the Facebook. We'll be going on the Facebook page. Or is it on YouTube? Brad, is how we doing it?
Yeah, Brad is sending a link.
Is that Guards' version of is Guards our very own Joe Wicks?
Yeah, he's our very own Joe Wicks.
We could do it via Facebook. It would work via Facebook. So
I'm leaving the technicalities to you, but for the people out there, it's coming this Wednesday. And then, Tone, are we also hoping for a club-wide quiz? Am I right?
Yeah, well, we spoke to me a week ago, 2 weeks ago, whatever it was, and we had the Mars Singer idea came up. Guards kindly offering to do his PE, I don't know what you call it, physical exercise, whatever you want to do it, PE circuits on every Wednesday for us, for all the kids to follow, which I think is great. And then we spoke about doing a club quiz. Now, we've struggled a little bit to find a platform that doesn't cost an arm and a leg that will allow us to run a live club quiz for everyone. And no, Josh, you can't.
I think
you said yes. You said no.
You need to be drinking responsibly out of a coloured
Bradley, quick technical question. Do I add the clue just as a comment on the thing? Yeah? It's the easiest way to do it, as opposed to another post.
Just do that. Put it as a comment.
So, club quiz. We're looking to do a club quiz that everyone can do. That seems to have been quite problematic. I know Tom and spent quite a lot of time researching what we could and couldn't do. That's not a coloured glass, Josh. It's a clear glass. You might as well drunk out the can. At the moment, that's problematic. So it looks like we will probably end up doing maybe a platform per age group or something. But I know a few of the teams and age groups have been doing their own quizzes, which is great. And I know a few of the other age groups have been doing. I know the 15, 16s, Duncan and I have been doing a few circuit sessions and a bit of stretching. They've also got a run challenge where can they get a 3K run in during the week and how quick can they do it. Obviously, everyone can jump on that if they want to. I dragged my sorry backside around Battle for 3K today. It's not a quick time, not going to lie. I followed Alfie for most of it, to be fair, and it wasn't pleasant. But yeah, it's bits we're trying to do. So there's a few things we're trying to get in. The club quiz will be the next one. Hopefully we get over the line.
Cool. So that's sort of all the technical and socials out of the way, all that sort of business. As for getting back to football, eventually, which still there's been nothing at all, has there, from the FA?
But this is purely personal view on it. If the kids go back to school in March, like they're talking about, I think we'll get football back going.
Yeah,
that's just there's absolutely no chance football will restart if the children aren't at school. But if the kids are back to school, then the rumours are 8th of March for some sort of return. I would imagine once everyone is back into school, we'll be able to get football back up and running. Now, as soon as we as a club, as soon as the FA give all clubs the guidelines that they can restart training, restart playing, we'll certainly be looking to get training sessions back up and running. We need to chat with all the coaches and make sure everyone's on board. But personally, I don't see a need for a pre-season break like we normally do because we've hardly played. So once we restart, and we need to work out the logistics, availability of venues as a club. But my view would be, as soon as we restart, we will just go, and we'll obviously need to make sure we're not overloading players and things like that, and no one's getting injured. But yeah, we're looking to crack on and get everyone back having fun, playing football and enjoying themselves again. Because I think
I miss it.
Yeah. I think
the social side is huge, isn't it? It's like just seeing you idiots on here is fairly nice. I wouldn't say lovely.
Josh. It'd be much easier this time round. I think, of course, like going into the spring and summer as well, in that sense, because
to be fair, Netherfield's not been playable anyway. We haven't missed a game in Netherfield because of COVID. It's just because of the pitch.
The other thing I like to think I think we're a step ahead, obviously, last time round, because I think we've got a very good and very well worked out plan for coming back from COVID. Even at the moment, I know hopefully the vaccine's going to have a massive impact. It'll make life easier as we go along. But if we were coming out of lockdown into the same environment we were back in the summer, we're in a position, as far as I'm concerned, that we can get going straight away because we've got all the protocols, we've worked everything out. how to scale stuff up and scale it down. So as soon as they say we can get kids back playing in a safe environment, as far as I'm concerned, once we get go ahead. So, and more importantly, there's been a hint on the first Masked Singer.
Oh, what? Did you say it aloud?
Oh,
it's up.
Well, can you, mate, just tell me so we have to look at Facebook?
I can't read.
Yeah, exactly. Josh, can you do it? Have you put it up in phonics?
It says, time for a hint, people. I spoke to the horse and asked if he could tell me something about himself. He said, when I'm in the saddle, I wear 7.
What?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know that. I know. Doesn't really help. If you don't know who he is, it doesn't help, does it? If you know who he is,
It's supposed to be cryptic. It's not supposed to be easy, is it?
We're not trying to win £1 million.
We're hoping these people. Yeah, but you want people still. If he gets through to the final, you want people still guessing. You don't want them to know.
No, if you get to the final, you do a different song. You've got to wear a different outfit. You can't be the horse.
No, of course you're the same outfit. That's the Masked Singer. No, the outfit stays the same.
No, mate.
Outfit stays the same. You just sing. You're a character. The horse is the horse. The horse is the horse, my friend.
Can I just dress up as Josh as my character?
I want the choice to wear different outfits.
No.
Mate, I don't dress up anymore.
Well, it's a good job you've not done a song then, isn't it, Tony?
Have you seen the dodgeball when they get the outfits mixed up?
That's what I meant.
Godspeed to you, my friend.
So, the outfits remain the same. Although, to be fair, a couple of the outfits look like they've been homemade somewhat and might have to be remade from scratch, but that will become more...
Right, what I'm worried about is the trailer we put out.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say about the flump what I think of it, but the box, I guarantee you that was picked up with the green bins on Friday.
No way
he's got the box.
He's going to have to remake. If he gets through, if the public decide they want to see more of Box Boy, he's going to have to reskin himself, because that's gone with the recycling, that is. 100%.
And the flump one is seriously questionable in terms of, I'm not saying. Very hammering.
Can we honestly do? Can we do a pass and move after dark, please? Just one.
Yeah.
Come on.
Even if we just keep it for ourselves,
everyone will be exposed. There's no way. Too much will come out. There is no way.
Anyway, sorry. What I was saying was, I would like it if we could get it that all various children within the club ask a question to any coach they want, any question they want, as long as it's clean. Send the video into to Pass and Move Facebook page. The coach in question then has to answer it, record it, and we put it out. I just think it'd be quite a nice way to know.
When you said it has to be clean, Dunks, your nephew's not allowed to ask any questions.
Exactly, yeah.
No, I think it's a really good idea. I think it's a great idea. And I think we start that. That's going to kick off over the next...
I think at the minute, it's a bit rubbish, isn't it? Lockdown, it's been hard work, this one. You can't get out as much because the weather's... Although there is forecast of snow. Ooh. So if snow kicks in, I can't wait to tell the kids they've still got to go to school because they're homeschooling, so there's no excuse.
I've got to be honest, I don't know what you think, Tom, but from people I've spoken to, the kids, whereas in the summer, the first lockdown, the majority of kids probably enjoyed the experience. What I've heard back, a lot of reports has been that kids are finding it a lot tougher this time around. They're isolated.
Look at it from...
more.
We're adults. Look at it from our perspective. It's hard, isn't it? You can't socialise. You can't... And then, obviously, we all understand why, and all get it, and we're all abiding the laws, etc. But it's tough mentally. So if you think it's 7, well, whatever age group as a child, all the way up for all of our age groups, you're not mixing with your friends at school. You're not mixing with your friends out of school. You can't go over the park for a kickabout. We've already been, I won't name the venue, but told to lock goals up to stop kids playing them. It's just really, really tough, isn't it? It's rubbish. And I get it. So anything we can do, and I'm a big fan of this thought process in terms of, I don't care if you play for Pass and Move or you don't. I don't care if you play for any other club in the area. You don't play. You fancy asking a question. You fancy following our sessions that John's going to do. You fancy joining any of the stuff. Just jump on it.
We're open to all.
Just support. Yeah, honestly, sport is brilliant when everyone looks after each other.
100%.
And I think let's try to make what we're all working through a little bit better. And it's not going to be brilliant, but anything. Anyone wants a video call with a coach, I don't mind. If anyone wants to ring me up and have a conversation, well, it depends who it is actually. Ring me up and have a conversation and do it on a FaceTime or whatever.
Can I FaceTime you, Tone?
No, Josh, I told you because mate, at midnight. No, I'm not. I am not singing you lullabies.
Out for a midnight walk. I'm like,
mate,
what?
I'm telling you, Josh, and it's it, mate. I will not sing you. Bar
the
anymore to
soothing
get
tones.
I know. Just download the Calm app. I've tried that.
I think the first lockdown for the kids, for the adults as well. If you had an outside space, it was a reasonably not nice summer. You had a paddling pool in the back garden or whatever. Or, we were outside. You were locked down, but you were in your gardens. You were having barbecues. You were enjoying the weather. It was a reasonably nice experience, if that's the right word, in a horrible environment. I mean, obviously, some people had it a lot tougher than others, and it's a horrendous thing that's going on in the world. But I think this time round, with the bad weather, the rain, the colds, it's a lot tougher. Kids are locked inside more. It's more difficult to get out and exercise. Even us, so let's be honest, it's harder to jump on the bike and go out because of the weather, because of the rain, because of the wind. You think
bike anyway, Dunk.
You think in the summer we were out on the bikes regularly, we were cycling.
Whoa, what, the wee bit?
Yeah. Dunk's been twice, and I think I've done it more than you.
Brilliantly a couple of times, all right. Let's not forget this. No, but you know my point. I think it's been a lot.
It's easier to motivate yourself, isn't it, to get out and be active when the sun's out, when it's nice weather. At the moment, it's grim. I've got my bike set up on a turbo indoors, and you can ask Luke and my brother about this. The amount of times they're going, "Do you fancy doing a turbo session?" I'm like, "Not really. Can't be bothered." It's hard to motivate yourself mentally to want to do it. So this week just gone, Duncan and I started a couple of sessions a week with the 15s and 16s. Just more, and not because we're trying to get them fit or anything like that, just to try and motivate them mentally, give them something to do. I mean, I need to chat with you, Dun, but I'm quite keen to roll out the 7s, 8s, and 9s and do so. I know, Brad, you guys are for your age, the 11s, is it your age group? You and Luke have been doing quite a bit, and I think from what Luke was telling me. So I know Tom and Cookie have done quite a bit. I know varying age groups are doing their own thing, which is. It's fantastic that the coaches that are, volunteering their time to do it. It's brilliant. I can't thank everyone enough. And the more we can do, the better. And I'll be honest, I've not been motivated to get things up and running. It's taken me a bit of time.
It's just a basic fact as well. I mean, we're all stuck indoors. We're all more sedentary. The human body isn't meant to be as still as it is, but usually you're out, you're walking, just naturally you're exercising your body, just being out and about, and you're not when you're stuck indoors. So you have to kind of,
I know Josh is going to start up with the 10s this week, from what he was telling me. So
yeah, plans.
Get it done, son.
All my oversized jumpers and t-shirts are coming in absolute treat right now. That's all I'm saying.
They're not oversized anymore, though, are they?
They're not.
I lost quite a bit of weight last from the first lockdown to the summer. I'm worried about it coming back, so I need to get over it.
It's that time's escaping, boys. That time's escaping.
Speaking
Josh, Duffman has shouted you for.
Yeah, I've just seen that. You ready? Speaking of the bike, I've revolutionised fitness.
Yeah, Josh is taking on Peloton, basically. This is genius.
I've got my exercise bike.
No, this is good time. Bear with it.
And
is he just wearing boxers?
Hopefully.
No, a pair of shorts on. And we have my Xbox right here, so I can just cycle while playing Xbox.
Who needs Peloton when you can exercise while doing the Xbox?
Smart.
I think that's genius, to be honest with you.
The thought process is there of running while he's playing FIFA.
Make sure you trademark that, mate.
I'll tell you what, actually, if anyone is a bit down and they need a bit of light-hearted relief and they need something to laugh at,
don't go to Dunk.
Just listen to Josh playing FIFA. So what you got to do? Just get on the group chat with Josh.
That's another thing. You boys,
literally 5
you
minutes.
boys are all playing FIFA, aren't you? Quite a bit.
Yeah.
Can you not invite?
I think that's an awful idea, Tony.
That's a terrible idea.
No, you just have to be that you're.
I don't think you've understand the stress.
You can't have your mics on. You have to mute them.
I don't think you understand the stress of foot champs, and I don't think Josh. A lot of the things that maybe have been said by Josh specifically, and at times Dutchy, who's had a couple of communications bans, probably. Not good for young children to hear.
You said about the after dark podcast that would be an Xbox session. Let's be honest.
Don't you miss Charlie Watkins last night?
Yeah, old Charlie Watkins. He was God.
Can we talk about Fat Chaz? Can I quote a Fat Chazism? This is great.
On 13 stone.
Chaz said, we were arguing about Chaz's weight because he had a few pizzas and a few McDonald's. The lads know Chaz from football.
I saw Chaz that's all right.
He said, I'm 13 stone. And I said, someone said, you're not 13 stone. He said, yes, I am. I'm 13 stone 13.
Absolute clutching, that boy is. What age is it you're taught about rounding up and rounding down numbers?
He said it with such seriousness.